Certainly the best.
Teachers must they? And they for Amaho Secondary School. Are they for Igwebe local government for Amaho? For Amaho Secondary School. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I am proud to be part of your class today. I will be disciplined all round to excel.
Where's your teacher? Sit down. What's the name of this school?
Amaho
Secondary School. Which class is this?
SS1.
SS1. Where's your teacher? Office. Are you the only one here? What class is this? SS2. Where's your teacher?
In office.
Have they taught you people today?
No, sir.
SS2, what's your name?
Happiness.
Do you like the condition of your school?
No, sir.
Commissioner of Education need to hear this one. SS2, you're the only student here?
Yes, sir.
What do you want government to do for this your school?
I want it to be good. So that I need more teachers so that they can be teaching us.
You need more teachers?
Yes, sir.
What's the name of this school?
Amaho Secondary School in Dungo.
Igwebe local government.
Yes, sir.
We need more teachers.
Yes, sir.
So you're in SS2. And you are the only student here?
Yes, sir.
In this class? Let me say, I need to go different community secondary and primary school make I go to check them because government has to. Hey, whoa. How are you? How's today? Which class is this? SS2. SS3. That is SS2. No teacher here? Huh? I say, if you see something, say something. Where are they so?
Amaho Secondary School.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
What's your name?
Amoriawo Ebe.
Do you like the condition of your school?
No, sir.
What do you want government to come and do for you people?
I want them to employ more teachers.
You lack teachers?
Yes, sir.
Is it English teacher or math teacher or?
All the teachers.
And you are preparing for WAEC, Abi. What are you preparing?
WAEC.
Did they teach you about here?
Small.
Why you and your gang for this school remove all the ceiling? You and your squad. Why not remove all these things?
I'm not the one that remove it. We made it
You
like
cannot say that. Are you not among the people that remove this thing?
No, sir.
This thing. So you want government to post more teachers here?
Yes.
More teachers?
Yes.
The way you think they say yes. Thank you, Thank you. Wow. Can go they enter community to community to check their primary and secondary school. What's the name of this school? Amao Secondary School. What class is this? GSS1. This is the only GSS1 class in this school. It's just all the students I'm seeing here now. What's your name?
Sadebame Beta.
Sadebame. What do you want government to do for this your school? You have teachers.
Yes.
They should give you more teachers.
Yes.
You need more teachers. What do you want?
I want government to help us to build this school, make much people come to this school.
You want more teachers?
Yes.
Have you received any lecture today? Any teacher? Time is almost after 12 now, Abi. After 11. Time is to 11. Have you received any lesson today? Any lecture? They said they never received any lecture. Tuesday, 10th March 2026. Yesterday. And today, another day. 11th of March. This is 10th. Business studies. Test. What is entrepreneurship? Define self-employment. What is a sole proprietorship? Mention two features of United. Can you answer any of the question there? The first question, what is entrepreneurship?
Entrepreneurship means by starting up a new business. Somebody that open up a new business.
Define self-employment.
Self-employment means one-man business. By opening your own business, only one person will have the business, like barbing salon, hairdressing, provision, other etc.
I will draw government attention to your school. Hey, whoa. Where is the teacher now? You are blessed. What class is this? JSS3. How are you? What's the name of this your school? Where's your principal? She didn't come today. What of the teacher?
Then the garden.
Doing what?
Cutting bamboo.
They are in their farm?
Yes.
But they are supposed to be in the class teaching you people now. Are they teaching you people today?
Yes.
They don't teach you now today?
Yes.
What did they teach you now? Look at the sample. Look at the board is blank. What are you doing? Okay, dictate. Huh? 6th of March, 10th of March. I want to see 11th of March 2026 in your book. So your teachers are in the farm. cutting bamboo. Amaho Secondary School, Amaho Ikwebe local government. Hey, whoa! I want to see levels of match. Where is it?
Wednesday.
Eh?
Wednesday.
How many subjects do you receive in a day? Is it only one teacher that is teaching you all? But your teacher is supposed to be here. Come and show me the road to the farm. I come to secondary school and not see any teacher. Yeah. Hey, what? Teacher supposed to the classroom. I come Amaho Secondary School for Igwebe local government. I don't see any teacher, I don't see principal for school. Hey! Ministry of Education, Edo State government must hear this. I come one community, Amaho. I visit the primary school. I visit the secondary school. I don't see any teacher for the secondary school. I asked to see them with the teacher. See that they found the god bamboo.
Now wait till they happen. Now wait till they happen. Now wait till they happen. Now wait till they happen.
Hello, what do you know?
Sir.
You be teacher for that school? Okay, you be teacher for that school? Yes, sir. Commissioner of Education, everybody did that side though. What did they do for you?
We are doing practical.
Practical? Are you a teacher here too?
Yes.
I come Amaho Secondary School. I don't do your school campuses from JSS1 to SJSS. Nobody. I enter your office. Nobody. I enter your classroom. They say you there say bush. They cut bamboo.
Bros, easy. It's not even too long we left the classroom. We came to meet the students here where they are working. Oh, this one you carry ITV.
I got the surprise. Suppose they school. Okay, now their practical work they do so.
Yeah.
Okay, their practical work. Hey, everybody, move. Are you the principal?
No, I'm not the principal.
Where is the principal?
He just went out.
Time now after level now, Oga teacher. Oga, time now after level now. Principal not the school compound. Oga, I go. Hey, whoa. Hey. don't come this office and not see any of them. I don't spend time.
Easy. Sorry.
I don't go everywhere.
Sorry.
Listen, we are from the Confa. Inside Benin City.
Yeah, I don't see you.
I don't go different primary school and secondary school. I go see I don't see one. The school they empty. Everywhere.
I shall sit down now.
I'm not facing down. But everywhere good, ja.
Everywhere
Where is
good.
your principal? Where is the principal?
They want for training.
Okay, that training what they do for Irua.
Yes.
Okay, that's why she not the.
Yes.
That's why not the school.
Yes.
But I'll be teachers here.
Yes.
I don't teach any of the students today.
No, they are writing test.
So this week is test week.
Good test week.
Yes.
Oh, what to make me come go see una for inside farm, inside bush.
They were doing their practical. Very soon now they will be opening their practicals. So they need to make preparation on ground, put things in place for their practicals.
Are you lack of teachers in this school?
Seriously? Yes.
Here to us.
Yes.
Inside the new employment where Edo State government employ, we not get anyone from Edo Star or community teacher where they employ, yeah?
No, we don't get. We don't get.
But we are those staff, but no community teacher. But we are no.
They don't give you permanent letter now, that day now.
Yes, sir.
Yes. 4 of us were there here since 2022.
As contract or community teacher?
Contract teachers, those Star teachers. So of recent, they gave us permanent lectures. There was no other one added to it.
So, 4 teachers here, including the principal, what?
4 teachers with the inclusive 5.
For GSS1, GSS2, GSS3, SS1, SS2, and SS3.
SSCB, they have 3 teachers there, from SS1 to SS3. Just GS1 to GS3, we have 4 teachers.
Are you also teaching there?
No.
Nobody did there. No teacher did there. I don't check all the student notes on the 10th of March 2026, 9 days. But however, keep it up, eh? So we need more teachers in Amao Secondary School. Yes, there's one girl, come. Where's one girl just now? Where is that girl? Come. Okay, where that teacher? Sit down. Okay, come.
Yes.
Come this side. Before I go now, you will give me your account details. Eh? Mm-hmm. You give this girl 5,000 naira.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I was surprised the question on the board from number 1 to 3, you got it right. I ask you, who is a self?
What is define self-employment? Define self-employment.
Who is a self-employee?
Yes.
Who is self-employed person?
It means one-man business by only one person doing the business. That's what it means.
So I'm giving you 5,000 naira to support you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. What's your name again?
Christopher Purity.
How are you? Are you on break? Now, do you need more teachers in your school?
Yes!
You need teacher?
Yes!
What class are you?
Primary 5.
Primary 5. What class are you?
Primary 5.
Primary 4?
Primary 5.
So everybody is primary 5 here?
No!
Yes, primary 1. Primary 2, raise up your hand. Primary 3, raise up your hand. Primary 4, raise up your hand. Primary 5, raise up your hand. If you're happy to be here, shout amen. Amen! If you love your teacher, shout amen. Amen! What is the name of the school? What? I can't hear you. So, the government is watching us. What do you want in this your school?
Teacher.
Teacher?
Yes.
Teacher?
Yes.
And what?
More classes.
And more classes. However, now old bidding be this, they're getting new bidding. They're getting new bidding. You can see all those kind of new bidding, they're getting new bidding. So you said you need teachers. But the teachers that you have, are they teaching you well? Yes. Are they teaching you well? Yes. Who know how to play football here?
Me.
Who know how to dance here?
Me.
Okay, who wants to be a governor here? Who wants to be a local government chairman here? Who wants to be a doctor here? Who wants to be an engineer here? Who wants to be a footballer here? Who wants to be a bricklayer here? Bricklayer. Who wants to be a farmer? Who wants to be a farmer? I got a primary school student farmer or say they don't want to be farmer or they want to be doctor, they want to be engineer, they want to be lawyer, they want to be everything. Bye bye, nice to see you, eh? So you say you need what? You need what? Thank you very much. And which compound, which school are this?
Egwari Primary School, Amaho.
And you are the headmistress?
Yes.
How is everything?
Fine, sir.
You know, say yeah, far from the city.
Yes.
But how is the student? Hope everybody is fine.
Yes,
I can say they did break now.
They did break now. Yes.
What about teachers? But
the teachers, they went on training.
Okay, on that
Iroa, yes.
But what will be the challenge? I hear say your teachers here, there are too many now.
No. We don't have teachers here. We don't have teachers here. We have so many pupils, but we lack teachers. We merge classes together, like primary 5 and 6, only one teacher teaching one class. The other one will be lacking. In 3 and 4, only one teacher. ECCD 1 to 3, one teacher. That is how we are managing it.
But Edo State government employed some teachers. It not reach your school.
Edo State employ actually. It's only one Edo State that have been here before that they permanent.
So what you are lacking in Egwari Primary School?
Amaho. Yes, it's teacher. We need teacher. And people to be helping us to the community. People should help us. Somebody should help us talk to the that is the youth so that they can help us to clear the feed.
The children know if they clear the feed.
They can't. They are too small. They can't do it.
Thank you for the time to talk
Thank
to
you,
us.
sir. I'm happy.
We have Idumodi Primary School, Bodeko Primary School, Egwari Primary School, and Ebase Primary School.
But I see say they declare the compound now.
Yes, down a community effort.
How you doing? Love is small thing, oh. I say make additional community.
You do well.
Who declare now?
Na me organize them personally. So you get association when I did now we get that machine so I can carry and come. As if say never to grow, make a your user now. So as I do and I boys come meet me. And so all of them come join me. So even for we fell by finish, we go by again come. They run and since morning.
To make sure say
our pupils will day, our children will day well. So they will learn for conducive environment. Because now when we say they won't start now, all rep types they come they attack.
But people they go to school, teachers they to school.
Yeah, they did. The day since they all close, they say they don't the right test.
People go where they because I can't be calling talk say how my youth now they do now they clear the primary school and this should secondary school. Grass don't take over.
This one now since morning we dey since the runner.
Call this side. Okay. No, if we wait for government now.
No, we know we feed it. Not the government will feed they do everything. So maybe we see they use our communal effort. See they do the one where we feed do for inside. So now I make on my own. I just come say oh yeah, we carry out the do am.
What's your name?
My name is Honorable Harrison Owede.
I like what you do.
I agree with you, sir.
I be governor don't give you money, man. You take clear, yeah.
Governor never give me. Governor never give me money. So that be the thing. The only thing when I go see say make we beg our governor. A bus not just get school at all. The building don't finish. Since when fire raise their own down, they not get building at all. So now one health center now there for all of them go the jump pad for the land. So those 2 schools make governor beg make he answer us. The road you see pass and come just now.
Amaho Road.
So Amaho Road you see
how I surprise your market not the function.
No.
I ask them why. They say because no road to the market.
No road because if you say make they come by, they go say road not there to come by. So our people now need to harvest, carry comot, go Ebele before they will go sell. So even when Oshomole come that time, he promised us say he go do the road, he not do. Obaseki come, he promise say he go do am, he not do. So now when he be saying now our son our Okpebo na come dey, we dey beg am make he abeg. Make it wo. Because if you do this road now, go come out for Egwaholo. Come out for Ebele here, go come out for Wohimi. I believe say they go Biajana here they will depart.
But you know you said the governor they work.
Well, but he never reach Igwebe. The government local government has say he will never do anything for Igwebe. So now beg now we dey beg am. If we get wetin we do, make it forgive us. Even this village now will not get max. No MTN max, no Glow max. So
for network.
Now so we dey run up and down, go where network go dey, go begin to receive call. So make una help us beg them. People when no say their hand feed day all those things, make them help us. I beg.
Amaho Road.
Amaho Road.
On a primary and
our
secondary school.
Primary school, yes.
Health center.
In short.
And network.
Network. Oh, God bless you. Now you remember me.
Honorable.
I agree, sir.
But election time when they vote for you.
Well. You see the sign now.
Now they vote for you.
You see the sign where we tell them.
Now they vote for you.
We dey run am.
Now they run am.
We dey run am. We must vote. You know, guy dey be because election now try your luck. It be like Baba Jebu. When you put 1, you put 7, you put 10, you go say you go win. If you can't do and finish, maybe 1 not let and win, 2 not let and win. That's what election be. So when you dey vote for your candidate, you go say this one if he come, our problem don't solve. But at the end when you enter there finish, wafuka. So we don't first see all those kind of things, but we dey beg our son now, make he beg, make he answer our prayer.
Amaho.
Amaho, make he answer Amaho people prayer. We not get rude. Some schools not just there at all, like a Basse, Idmodi, they not get building at all. So now water side, the road when go come out for a Guaholo, come out here, just go above him. In short, now shortcut. Instead of you to go past Ugyogba, pass that one, or you go past Agbo. You from here come out, you don't go. So make governor I beg.
That's why I come up from the city now.
Enter the village. Oh, God will bless you. For you to even come those interiors, come see say people there here that they live. Now God will bless you.
Thank you.
You do well.
Thank you.
You do well.
Honorable.
You are blessed.
Hope say you know one contest oh.
Me? I feel still contest, not me.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So we don't dey go.
Una do well.
So now una just dey do this thing.
We just dey do am. So now all those questions they look at me. I for don't try and do hard.
I go beg Amaho youths and elders, may they help government, the primary school and the secondary school where they their community, make them they help government they clear them. Because students, you know, I expect my primary school students call they clear here. I thank the people who they do this one now. I agree to. Now the head center be that.
Waiting they happen. This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
A pleasure to have you join us today on the program Healthy Living. I'm Adesuwa Osa Owagie. Last week we talked about menopause, and a lot of people sent me messages, particularly when the doctor mentioned andropause, that men suffer their own too. That they suffer andropause, and so we're saying, wait a minute, this andropause. What are the signs and symptoms? And so today, I'm keeping to my promise of bringing a doctor to come and talk about andropause. Is it a myth or a fact? Join me as I make welcome Dr. Bright Onyovo-Kuko, founder Indomitable Youth Organization, and is here to talk to us about andropause. Hello, doctor.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much.
Viewers.
Yeah, it's been a while. You threw me for corner.
Seriously.
Thank you for being our guest today. So we want to talk about andropause. In women, we have menopause, and so in men, we also have andropause. So, doctor, talk to us. What is this andropause all about?
Well, like you rightly mentioned, women have menopause and men have andropause. And what we talk about andropause, it has to do with some form of hormones.
Okay.
You know, the hormones that the men have is testosterone.
Okay, testosterone.
Compared to the women that have estrogen. So it is that hormone, that is what makes a man who he is. That's what makes the man have his special features. So as age increases and with other factors also, that hormone will start declining. And that decline of that hormone is what is referred to as the andropause.
Okay, so in women, every woman experiences menopause.
Yes.
Is this same with the man? Is it every man that experiences andropause?
Every man experiences andropause, but the difference between the man and the woman is that while the woman could happen almost suddenly and she will be having some symptoms, for the man it's a gradual thing. The man may not even, some men may not even notice it. They may not even be able to even say something. They never, it will not come like those kind of flushes that the women have.
Experience.
And of course, it also varies from one man to another. So it's not just like
it's not a general.
Yeah, it's not a general. Just not just like menopause, but it comes in gradually.
So what is the common symptoms then that we can put our hands on that, hey, this na andropause, so, you know? What's the common symptom?
So that's why it is usually misunderstood. Like I said, it has to do with the hormone. So if you want to actually get to know, maybe let's mention the hormone, but again, low energy, fatigue, tiredness, loss of interest in sex drive, which is referred to as a low libido, could actually come in.
That's for the man.
Yes, that's for the man.
Okay, so at what age? We know that women, we have certain age, even though some come earlier. At what age does a man start to experience andropause?
Okay, you see, like I said, the reason why it is misunderstood is that it does not happen immediately. When a man is already 30, from the 30s, the testosterone level will be dropping gradually. Even some records have it like 1 to 2% per year. So it could be dropping gradually, So it is not something that will just drop once for you to now start having such symptoms. So it's a gradual. It's a gradual thing.
You cannot pin it to age.
Yes, you cannot pin a particular age.
That one's serious for men. At least women. Women can easily say, okay, this is it. So we cannot pin it to a certain age. Some men may not know that this is what they are experiencing. So how is it diagnosed?
Yeah, so that's why I said that if you want to diagnose it, first is to measure the testosterone level. And usually the early morning testosterone level is used to.
How is it measured?
It's a test. It's an hormone that is in your blood.
Okay, you go to the hospital to test it.
Go to the hospital so they carry out that test for you, because tiredness, for example, other factors can be responsible for it.
Okay.
Stress can make you tired.
Of course.
Stress can bring fatigue. So you may not use that to just wake up and say, because I'm feeling tired.
So,
you know, loss of libido.
That could be attributed to a lot of things.
So many things, even
particularly
Nigeria as a country can even make one or to even think to that area. So you could have other factors masking. So that's why you cannot just say, oh, maybe because I'm tired, I'm having low sex drive, and we also okay, I'm having andropause. No.
Okay. So this hormone now that reduces almost every day now as you
not
age.
Every day, every year.
Okay, every year.
I said it goes between 1 to 2%
every year.
Every year, you know.
That's huge. Okay, so let me not panic you, men. Now. All right, the hormone now, is this something that can be replaceable?
Yeah, so that's why if we look at it, because the factors are also masked with some other things. Yes, the hormone can be replaced, but that is when every other mode of management has actually failed. And we have actually confirmed that this is what it is. That's when we can now go for hormone replacement therapy, as in using the testosterone. But ordinarily, it's not something that one should just rush to.
Okay, let's talk more about this hormone, because I know that in women, the replacement of the women's hormone can, like the doctor said, can lead to cancer, can cause cancer in the woman. That is when you go for hormonal replacement. Is this same with the men?
Yeah, you know, most of these hormones, they play a special role in the human. So that could be one of the side effects. So that's one of the reasons why one can't just wake up now and say, oh, this person is, even for the women, you can't just say, oh, we've gotten to this point, let's replace with hormone. There have to be a clear indication for it before we get to that place. And nobody would even want to do that almost immediately, not after exploring every other options to see that this is actually what it is and that's what the person needs.
All right, we're on the program Healthy Living on Independent Television, and I'm talking with Dr. Bright Onyovo-Okoko. That name, I had to go and study for it. All right, so we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue with our show. Do stay tuned. Andropause or cause andropause or disturbs andropause or contribute to a man running into andropause faster than even his legs?
Okay, like I did mention earlier, age is a major factor. So as the age increases, of course, the testosterone level begin to drop. Another thing that can also happen is if there is chronic ailment, like hypertension, diabetes, it can also contribute. Alcohol and smoking, you know, we keep talking about all those lifestyle. There are also things that contribute. Then diet, because some persons who are obese on the fat side, they've also seen to be a contributing factor, and of course that one is also linked to diet. So we can't rule diet out of it. So I think those are basically what can contribute to it.
So what about exercise?
No, of course,
can exercise help?
Well, like exercise. If you a healthy lifestyle now, exercise can help. Like those things that I mentioned, for example, if you have to burn away some calories, you have to get into
shape,
into exercising, it would help. You watch your diet, what you eat. Like I always say, expensive food does not necessarily translate to a balanced diet, but you just watch your meal and ensure that it has the right components and in the right quantity. You know, if you undereat, it has its issue. If you overeat, it has its issue. But exercise will play a very, very big role in helping it. You know, like I said, the symptoms that goes with it, other factors can also be responsible for it. Stress, negative factor can do that.
Can happen to the person.
Can happen to the person. But basically, improving one's lifestyle will go a long way in helping. Because that one also will help you to even remove, if maybe there are other underlying factors. You are eating healthy, you are getting involved in exercise, and you know, yet you're still having some of those symptoms. It could now be a pointing sign to say, oh, let's go further.
Go this way, okay. All right, I read from somewhere while I was doing my little research that andropause can actually affect a man's mental health. How true? And if yes, how does it affect the man mentally?
Well, studies have also shown that if a man is undergoing that andropause period, it could be irritable. You know, so mood swing can also come just the same way
as we have with
the women, you know. But because, like I said, other factors could have been contributing to it, so you may not necessarily trace it to that. And of course, let's say, for example, a man now has low libido. He has no money. He's being faced with different kind of challenges daily. He's now having low libido. He cannot meet the wife the way it would be, and of course it will affect the relationship. So by the time you put all those things together, it's enough to create different kind of mental health crisis in the man. So it can actually affect the mental health of the man.
So how can a man deal with that mental health? Because I'm just trying to imagine how a man would just go to hospital and say, I want to check if I have andropause or if I'm no, you know what you were talking, I was just trying to imagine how can a man just go to the hospital and say, doctor, please check for me, I think this thing that is worrying me is andropause, when ordinarily an average Nigerian does not want to go to the hospital.
Yes, that's why
instead they will just go and look for one babalagbo somewhere.
Well, that's why the term andropause is usually misunderstood. Now I talked about exercise as something that will help. We talked about having a balanced diet. Another thing, having adequate sleep.
Okay.
Having adequate sleep. Like I also mentioned, underlying ailments can also contribute. So by the time you look at the man, for example, how many men are actually free from stress?
You are a man. I don't know the statistics. So tell us.
So that's why it will help us to kind of understand why it is actually misunderstood and why people don't actually pay so much attention to it. The man is stressed. He could attribute his tiredness to stress. He could attribute his lack of sleep to probably something else that he has not done. Oh, he's on the fat side, he may not necessarily trace it to say, okay, oh, maybe because of the diet I'm taking or whatever. Like some will just say, oh, it's late night food, so what will I do? Can I not stop eating? You know? So by the time you put all those factors together, you first of all have to rule out, oh, this thing I'm feeling, am I undergoing stress? Am I having adequate sleep? Am I having adequate exercise? Is my diet balanced? If you've been able to clear off all those things and say, oh, I'm free in this area, then what could be responsible? Then you can say, okay, well, let's have this test done.
Is it expensive?
Well, I may not be able to speak about the price, but again, because it is something that has to do with level, today the figure could be recorded in another next years, next 2 years,
it could change.
Then you could also check to know if it is declining. But one thing I also want to say is that it can also be linked to infertility.
Ah, okay.
Because the testosterone also play role in the production of the semen. So it could also contribute to infertility. So that could be an angle where somebody could come from to say, oh, probably he's married, he's unable to impregnate the wife. Then you can say, okay, let's go check the testosterone level to see what level it is. And of course, when you look at them, one way or the other, they are linked. In a sense that they are linked to the point that it could create that mental health challenge.
Okay.
The man is tired. He has no libido. And probably the wife is on the demand side, and the man cannot meet up his expectation. And for men, you know how it is when there is a call and you cannot answer.
You cannot play ball. When you get to the field.
There's a call you cannot answer. Or you answer, you're supposed to stay at a particular time for the assignment, you can't stay. You know, those things could
I'm particularly interested in this area now. So for sisterhood to move forward, all right? So how do you advise a woman to cope with a man who is suffering from andropause, with all of these signs and symptoms that you have mentioned, especially when it comes to the field of play? The woman cannot enjoy what she's supposed to enjoy, you know, and it's only her husband that can do that for her. All right, so how is the woman supposed to cope? Now, how is the man also supposed to make sure that that relationship does not deteriorate to something that every other person will now be coming to say, wait till happen, you know, that kind of a thing. So the relationship, how should it be arranged?
For me, men are watching this program, women are also watching. Communication is key. Communication is key. If the man is experiencing something, he should be able to communicate to the wife.
Okay.
And the wife should understand. That is, if there is proper communication. There shouldn't be the need to mask whatever thing you are passing through, so that both of them can join hands to find solution. If, for example, the man is to kind of get involved in a form of exercise to help, if the woman understands the role the exercise would play, she can be the one to remind the man. Both of them can even be in. If it is the diet of the man that could help, the man may not be able to walk around his diet, but kudos to the women. I know they are very, very good at that. If they say, oh, my husband should not eat this, or should not eat this, you know, they are there to kind of watch out. And even though when the man is going off, they'll still be the one to remind them, you know, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do this. So they have a whole lot of role to play, if and only if there is communication. Where there is no communication, it becomes a challenge. Like where some men will just feel, oh, you can't ask me question.
Exactly.
I feel whatever thing I want to
go there.
Yes, I can do whatever thing I want to do.
I'm the man of the house.
You're suffering. Meanwhile, you are suffering. Your partner is supposed to be able to help you, so you communicate. If it's chronic ailment, maybe like hypertension or diabetes, and it's other management, and the woman is aware, she will also be there to ask, when last did you take your drug, or even stay to help the man take his drug. It may not necessarily be because of maybe the performance in the other room or whatever, but as a way of helping to keep your partner. In the same way, if men still get to understand the issues of menopause to the woman, they can give the woman the needed support. By the time she is getting irritable or somehow, they must be able to understand that it is not because there is hate, there is distress, and there is dislike or whatever, but it's just because of a condition that she's passing through, and it will also go off. So the truth is, if there is communication, both partners can actually help themselves out. So men should not just go hide whatever thing that
they should speak up.
They should speak up
So,
first with their partner.
so how often should a man go for these tests?
Well, like I said, based on statistics, research, it reduces between 1 to 2% per year. So if you say, okay, maybe once annually, for you to have maybe a baseline, and maybe in the next couple of years, you run the test, you now know, oh, it was at this particular level, at a particular time, and at this particular level, at a particular time, has it kind of reduced or is just still where it is? Like I said, when I said it reduces 1 to 2% annually, it will also be for everybody.
Okay.
Yes, and the effect would not also affect every man
the same way. That's fantastic.
So the way my system is wired is different from the way the next man's system is wired. And of course, we must also look at the other factors around.
Okay, so doctor, in answering my last question, andropause, myth or fact?
Andropause is a fact.
Thank you.
It exists.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Bright, for finding time to be with us on the show. So, men, Inukwa, andropause is real. We'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Power.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Top on the list of the initiates was the eldest son of the Esama of Benin and former governor of Edo State, Chief Lucky Nosakare Igbenedion. 11 of his siblings, namely Bright Ayamekwe Igbenedion, Honorable Charles Osemwige Igbenedion, Peter Osawari Igbenedion, Dr. Fred Osanwi Igbenedion, Barrister Mike Osarene Igbenedion, Efosa Douglas Igbenedion, Ukbonwa Enes Igbenedion, Osawe Igbenedion, Edosa Igbenedion, Dr. Daniel Omorige Igbenedion, Agbon Steve Igbenedion, as well as the Executive Director Operations, ITV and Radio, Chief Elder Ugbeide Nwonse. It was a vital aspect of Okada community's cultural heritage, which emphasized the significance of age, responsibility, and community service. Over 50 notable sons of Okada were also initiated. According to tradition and customs, those initiated, dressed in white traditional attire, were made to undergo some rituals, while the Odionwe pronounces blessings on them and assisted them to take a seat with the elders.
This is Aqua Game, a popular game in Africa played by our ancestors to entertain themselves after each day of farming. It is also relevant in our coronation in Africa. It is a sport and indeed very interesting, as every seed had a role in the game. Playtime is 45 minutes per set. There is no age limit as long as you can spin aqua seed. Ayo or aqua game, known as the game of intellectual. This game requires a lot of mathematical skills. Aqua game is played with carved wooden box containing 12 holes.
ITV, certainly the best.
The program Woman to Woman, I'm Adesuwa Osa-Uwagie. Building strong family relationship through mutual respect is our topic for today. And the Holy Books did say that the wise woman builds her home and the foolish one scattereth it. And so when anything is happening in a family, people usually point into the house to say, is there no woman in the house? Don't you people have mother? When they see siblings fighting, quarreling all the time, another thing they will say on the street, another get mama, where na mama? You know, everything has to do with the woman. If the family is going to succeed, in the hands of the woman. If it is not going to succeed, if it's going to fail, it is also in the hands of the woman. So that is why we're going to look at building strong family relationship through mutual respect. Joining me today in the studio is Mabel Adage. She's a teen coach and she does quite a lot for sisterhood, you know, advice and trying to make sisterhood stronger. So nice to have you join us again today, Mabel.
Thank you for having me.
And you look good.
Thank you.
All right, joining us via Zoom is Dorcas Onoge. She's a PR practitioner and also a teen coach. Hello, Dorcas. Okay, it's a pleasure to have you join us today on the program. Now we're looking at building strong family relationship through mutual respect. I'm going to ask both of you this question because you're women. What does respect mean to you in a family setting where you have father, mother, children, and all of that? You know, a family setting, what does respect mean to you? So I'll throw that to you, Adege. Tell us, what does respect means to you in a family context or family setting? Dorcas, you're also going to answer that question.
Okay, thank you for having me today. You know, and before any other thing, we'll first of all look at the meaning of mutual.
Okay.
What is mutual in a simple word? You respect me, I respect you.
Give and take.
Give and take. So I can tell you in a simple word too, respect is give and take.
Okay.
It's not something hard. And you must know people that have gone ahead of you in the family, the people that came first, your senior, your elders, your mom, your brothers. You must make sure that irrespective of the level you are, whether you are a rich man, you are richer than your elders in the family, it has nothing to do with respect. When it comes to respect, whatever you have acquired in life, you have to push it aside. Okay. But it's so bad these days that because of the weight that people have acquired, that weight have swallowed their respect, you know, and they don't longer know who is senior, who is this, who is that.
When money talks, anything can happen. Okay. All right, thank you. Dorcas, talk to me. What does respect mean to you in a family setting or family context?
Family context. Respect. Acknowledging that every member of the family, regardless of age and status, has valid feelings and boundaries. In a family setting, respect means listening, not interrupting, valuing privacy and taking order, time and efforts as important.
Okay. All right, that's fantastic. Now, going by what both of you have said, in a family where disrespect is the order of the day, father will not respect the mother will not respect the father, and then you expect the children to imbibe respect. I am wondering how that can happen where there is always mutual war, so to speak, in that house. The father goes this way, the mother goes this way. In all of this, how can families prioritize quality time together with respect? I'm with my phone, you're with your phone, daddy is with his phone, mommy is with his phone. Talk to me, Mabel. How can families have quality time together to build mutual respect for development?
Okay, before I answer that question, I want to quickly say, any house that want to retain love,
that want to move forward.
Yes, move forward when it comes to love. It all depends on the mother, the mother and the father.
Okay.
Imagine I am not yet born. Now, I now enter the family. I saw my mom and my dad, they are always fighting. To me, that is how life is. That's the rules and regulation of the house. You know, children can easily learn by what they see. So when you are always fighting, there is no way when you give birth, your children will continue from where you stop. In fact, they will do more. Now, talking about time is tight. We must all know this. Time is expensive, you know. But in a family, everybody just have to cultivate the habit of making time available for each other. Yeah. You can tell me you want to do something tomorrow. I'll tell you, I am busy. We are always busy. Actually, there is no time. A friend of mine said something a few days ago. He said, I wish God can add another extra hours to 24 hours or 12, because it's not enough. It's not enough. There are times you list out activities that you want to do in a day, but at the age, sometimes you might not be able to complete all of them. The reason is because there is no time. Time is tight. Time is scarce.
Okay.
So everybody must make themselves available to love one another, create time for each other.
Okay, thank you so much. Doctors, you heard what Mabel said, that time is tight, there is no time. Okay, in all of this, there is no time thing. Father is busy, mother is busy, children are left on their own. They do not know what the children are doing. Do you know that in some homes, incest is the order of the day?
Yeah.
Because, number one, there is nobody supervising those children. They are left on their own. So when the parent does not have time, the father does not have time, maybe these children are left under the care of one person or the other, and this person is taking advantage of those children. The children are taking advantage of themselves and they are committing incest. They are not behaving like normal children. Doctors, what do we do? How do we find that time that maybe is very tight?
Always parents, no matter how busy you think you are, create time for your family. Create time to talk to them, and also create time, the one that is more important, to listen to them. It's only when you give a listening ear that you can get information from your children. You have to create that time to talk with them. You have to create that time to communicate with them. No matter how busy you are, 5 minutes is something, 10 minutes is something, 30 minutes is something. Most times we spend those time doing nothing with our phones. When I mean doing nothing important with our phones, we can put those times, we can put it together and spend it with the children. Because when you create this time for them, you discuss with them, you talk to them, and you have the time to tell them this is what is right and this is what is wrong. If anything like this happens, let me know. Then you also ask them from time to time, what is it that you want to tell me? What do you want to tell me? What do you want to tell daddy? Give them that listening ear. And not that them. When you have time, create that time for them.
Okay,
you have to create that time.
Yes, they should create time. The role of communication can never be overemphasized in a family setting. But unfortunately, the line of communication have been damaged by parents. And the children too are emulating this. How do we fix that, Mabel?
Okay. I think I will focus this to mothers, because this is
now our problem. Okay, focus.
Let me focus it on women out there. You know, men are the head of the house. We are made to know this, that men are the head of the house. But of recent, they say women is the neck, while men is the head. But I want every woman out there to know that without the neck, there is no head. The head cannot stand. Every woman out there should make sure that they create time for their children. Because if you are waiting for your husband, when it comes to communication to your children, you will miss it. There's what we call love 77.
I beg explain. Love 77.
Law L-A-W
77.
77. Before you leave in the house, before you leave the house in the morning, every mother is expected to talk to their children 7 minutes.
Okay.
When they are back from work or school, you are expected to talk to them for another 7 minutes. Then before they go to bed, you are also entitled to that 7 minutes. And this 77 laws of a thing
77. I like
goes,
that.
Yeah, goes to the working class lady out there, and those that will leave home around 6 a.m., especially the market women, and return back 6. It's now 6 to 6:30. Before you come, your children are already parabolating. Some, if they can stay, they will stay because they are hungry. And there is another thing too. Children always have this nature of a thing, like nature kind of character, but it is expected of the parents in the house to nurture them the way they want the children to be. You must not leave them to their nature. You must nurture them to the way you and the society quotes want them to be.
Okay. All right, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we'll ask more questions. Do stay with us. Thank you for staying tuned. We're talking about building strong family relationship through mutual respect. Okay, Dorcas, you heard what Mabel said. Now, let me ask you this question. In a home where the children behave like how do I put it now? I don't want to be disrespectful to our children or use derogatory words. They behave without proper home training. You see children fighting on the street. You see children fighting themselves. The senior brother is not talking to the junior brother. The senior sister is not talking to the younger sister. This one is doing her own. That one is doing her own. They are behaving like children from Banana Republic, so to speak. What is the fault of the mother and what is the fault of the father in all of this? Dorcas.
When you look at situations like this, you come to realize that from the beginning, they have what we call favoritism to some children. And with that, when they are being corrected, they feel my mother is in support of what I am doing, my father is in support of what I am doing, who do you think you are? And before you know it, it will grow out of hand. When parents see their children victimizing another child in the same house, they should correct them with love and try to inculcate in them that spirit of love, no matter what. You let them know that, yes, you will have your differences, but you know what? You must love your siblings, you must respect them, you must take them for who they are. Because when we nurture our children to live with their siblings, with their, irrespective of their uniqueness, you will understand that, yes, you will see the one that is more intelligent, you see the one that is more beautiful, you see the one that is very active, you see the one that is very quiet and all that. The parents should make the children to understand that everybody cannot be the same. Be the most vocal person doesn't mean that you are better than any of your other siblings. So with all this attitude, when you inculcate it in your child, when they are growing up, so when they come out to the society, they will also see every other child as a unique being and treat them the way they are.
But is it possible for a parent to love their children equally? Is it possible for a mother or a father to love their children equally?
Yes. When you show them the same love, irrespective of how they are, their talent and their show them love. They will know that this is who they are and they are loved for that. But when you as a parent or as a mother, as a father, you are beginning to push a child aside. You are too slow for my liking, go away, But that is the nature of that child. The other sibling will take suit. You will even, maybe if he happened to be the first child or so, you will see the younger one even talking back at him, go away, you are too slow. Because that's what they hear the parents talk, they tell him every time. So, but when they show them, when they show that kind of child love, the other ones that are going up also grow up to love him for who he is. Give it as an example now. If it's a girl child that is very smart, this is your smartness, everybody wants to show love. No. When you love your children equally, irrespective of their talent, irrespective of their ability, you will make it easier for them to blend with the society. And also to make it easier for the younger ones, for the siblings to grow together.
That's fantastic. That's why you are a teen coach, though. All right, let me deviate a bit. Now, do you know that some children are older than their parents? In the sense that they dictate to their parents what they want to be done. Particularly that child, that teenage child who brings money to the house. And the parents are not really bothered where the money is coming from. You know, so there is what is called, should we call it role changing now? The mother is now the daughter and the daughter is now the mother. You know, how can we handle that, Mabel? When people don't big person,
I don't want to use the word that it will be very hard, because it is the mother that places herself in such situation. This actually happen on a daily basis. When you go to some home, especially where they have youths or big teenagers, they can go outside and fetch money from guys out there. Automatically, whether the character of that child is wayward, automatically that child will become the best child, the most charitable child in that home. Why? Because there is already I don't know the right word to use, because that one is the parents are already benefiting
from that child.
Automatically
that child can do anything.
You want to eat, you are asking your child, Alpha, what are we eating today? What are you bringing to the table? Meaning you have sold your rights as a mother to your child, and you are not the child, while the child is not the mother.
I'm just wondering how that child can respect the mother.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this question now, Dorcas. What are some family values that we can instill in our children to foster this much talked about development and love and bonding that we want in a family? What are some family values that you think can be instilled as a teen coach?
Like as I was saying before, that spirit of respect, you teach them to respect others. No matter what, they should be respected. When I mean respect, the mothers, being the parent or whoever you are in the family, even that smallest child in that house needs to be respected. There is this sense of belonging that you feel when you get the respect as a younger person in a home. And as a mother, or yes, as a parent, you should ensure that you treat your children equally and teach them to respect each other. We have the loud ones in the home, we have the quiet ones in the home, we also have the one that like fighting in the home. So it's your duty to always tell that child that, look, this thing you're doing is wrong. Stop fighting your other siblings.
Okay.
And you know what? They love you. You should always correct to fix the problem.
Okay.
Don't correct to start to becoming so judgmental about what has gone wrong.
Okay. All right, so how can we now show love and respect in our daily interactions? How can we show love and respect for one another in a family, in our daily interactions?
One, we have to give ourselves a listening ear. Let's listen to ourselves. We have to listen to ourselves, and we have to reduce. We have to teach our children how to be sorry for what they have done. When you say respect, you also have to teach them that no one is above mistake, and if anyone should make mistake, that one should not be the reason why that one should be to automatically become the black sheep in the home.
Thank you, Dorcas. Mabel, let's hear your own before we wrap up.
How can we show our children respect?
Every day. Everyday interaction. You show love. When Papa and Mama do not say I love you, I wonder where the children will not get it from. Let's go.
I think everybody should know. When you know your place, you will know how to show love.
Okay.
Know how to position, like when you know the position you belong. You know, when I was talking, I said, when you recognize elders in the family, you will know that I'm to respect these people. They are not my mates at all. And if there is no love between the mother and the father, it might be difficult for the children to experience love.
Okay.
Because I can say the love of foundation in a family comes from the father and the mother.
Okay.
So every mother and father out there, imagine you see your mother and your father, they are playing. You know, before you know, the children will like, not like this EBO. We need to also buy from this. Okay. And another thing I want to say, you know, when Dorcas was talking, I want to advise that every mother out there should get a book that contains temperament things.
Okay.
So when you understand temperament in the life of your children, you will know how to follow them.
All right, ladies, I want to say thank you so much for helping us in discussing this topic, building strong family relationship through mutual respect. Do I have to say more? No. Thank you so much for coming, Mabel. And thank you so much, Dorcas, for joining us. And we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
ITV, certainly the best.
This is Anegbete community situated in Isako Central Local Government Area of Edo State. It is an agrarian community with united people that promotes unity and oneness for peaceful coexistence. The inhabitants of the community migrated from Benin, the cradle of black civilization, a kingdom where king is truly king. The ancestors of Anegbete saw that age was the main determinant of leadership in the rural setting, and the eldest man in the settlement was regarded as the leader who presided over meetings, and his authority is held in high esteem. To further strengthen this unique system of leadership, age group evolved in Anegbete. In Anegbete, age group is categorized into two, that is the common and the noble. Anegbete is rich in cultural heritage, as the community at noon saw the commitment of the festival with the first set roll out in beauty colors to showcase their might and strength, indicating their feet and ready for the responsibilities behold on them. The streets in the community with a feed up of young men and women adorned with the festival. Later, the royal family takes the stage as their children fight out royally and work in the community to showcase their might and fitness.
My leader.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. Welcome to 60 Minutes Nigeria. I am Wilson Marshall. Since our apologies for coming slightly behind schedule, we have to put things in place for you to have at least in a perfect show. I know you're expecting Mr. Gosa or some of them are not to worry, he's on his annual leave. Yes, when it's true, taking a break, having fun to recharge, definitely you see him on set again. For now, in his stead. Okay, so today is all about the security situation in Nigeria, and of course the comment credited to the Senate President David Mark on the opposition being behind the acts of terrorism in Nigeria just to discredit President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. How true are these weighty allegations? Yes, is it true? Is it false? Is it yes and no? Anyway, our analysts will definitely throw more light upon this particular discussion for us to get to know their views and of course their opinions on this particular topic. Joining us all the way from Canada is a political analyst, political affairs commentator. Join me to welcome Honorable Austin Ogometiti. Honorable, thank you so much for making our time to join us. Honorable, are you there? All right, we were able to establish contact with him, get his own views and of course his opinion on this particular discussion. Also joining us virtually, it's the SA to Edo State Government, yes, on digital resources, Collins Amadi. Collins, how are you doing this afternoon? Collins, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. All right, Collins, you'll be having the first shot on this particular discussion. We're taking a look at the comment made by the Senate President David Mark. I beg your pardon, Godswill Akpabio, please. Godswill Akpabio. A comment credited to Godswill Akpabio that terrorists are the ones behind what we're experiencing now, that they are being sponsored, being financed, being told what to do by members of the opposition. And I believe that you're a member of the APC, and I know also you have your own views and opinion on this particular weighty allegation. Now, what do you feel about this?
Yes, thank you very much. It's a little bit worrisome when he was being misunderstood to the level that some persons did. But what he actually said was nothing far-fetched from the reality. When he said, yes, Mr. President, you are doing your best. But you can understand the fact that some element who believe being an opposition must look for something to criticize about, must create tension where there is none, and probably, could go any length. He was not specific, and he did not mention any name, by chemically creating unnecessary tension, by bombing places in order to...
Mr. Gosa or some of them are on the hall, not to worry, he's on his annual leave. Yes, when it's true, taking a break, having fun to recharge, definitely you see him on set again. For now, in his stead. Okay, so today is all about the security situation in Nigeria, and of course the comment credited to the Senate President David Mark on the opposition being behind the acts of terrorism in Nigeria just to discredit President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration. How true are these weighty allegations? Yes, is it true? Is it false? Is it yes and no? Anyway, our analysts will definitely throw more light upon this particular discussion for us to get to know their views and of course their opinions on this particular topic. Joining us all the way from Canada is a political analyst, political affairs commentator. Join me to welcome Honorable Austin Ogometiti. Honorable, thank you so much for making our time to join us. Honorable, are you there? All right, we were able to establish contact with him, get his own views and of course his opinion on this particular discussion. Also joining us virtually, Yeah, it's the SA to Edo State government. Yes, on digital resources. Collins Amadi. Collins, how are you doing this afternoon? Collins, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. All right, Collins, you'll be having the first shot on this particular discussion. We're taking a look at the comment made by the Senate President, David Mark. I beg your pardon. Godswill Akpabio, please. Godswill Akpabio. A comment credited to Godswill Akpabio that terrorists are the ones behind what we're experiencing now, that they are being sponsored, being financed, being told what to do by members of the opposition. And I believe that you're a member of the APC, and I know also you have your own views and opinion on this particular weighty allegation. Now, what do you feel about this?
Yes, thank you very much. It's a little bit worrisome when he was being misunderstood to the level that some persons did. But what he actually said was nothing far-fetched from the reality. When he said, yes, Mr. President, you are doing your best. But you can understand the fact that some element who believe being an opposition must look for something to criticize about, must create tension where there is none, and probably, could go any length. He was not specific, and he did not mention any name, by chemically creating unnecessary tension, by bombing places in order to create the impression that there's so much insecurity. Yes, some people may say it was an unguided statement, but I know and Nigerians know it was actually also said on the ground of levity. It was not something that was extremely serious to say somebody should go and be crucified, but all just to say that because of the way and manner in which some persons who believe because they are opposition, you must go to the extreme, to turn issues that are not supposed to be political to become political. How can we have men of the armed forces who indeed have put themselves on the line for the sovereign of this country, from rescuing us from the hands of terrorists and terrorists, and at the end of the day, someone begin to mock them with teeth and say a soldier had died. You can see that is how government did this, government did not do that. Who ordinarily are to secure the sovereignty of a nation? Is it not the same soldiers? Were they not given the needed facilities to work? Even now you hear opposition cry that how can they be voting such a huge amount for security personnel, and yet you want them to work? If they are not giving facility to work, people will shout. Now they are giving enablement and the empowerment to demystify and also destroy the terrorists. Some persons have also taken it as an issue. But ordinarily in Russia, the government is focused and the federal government is poised to making sure lives of Nigerians are secure and properties are well secured. So I think all we need to do is to also admonish those who intend to play politics with every issue as they come to please maximize and minimize it so that we can have a better country called Nigeria. Yes, for the Senate President, yes, he must also understand too that some Nigerians think the other way, or some people think the other way. As a senior public officer, most times he must understand that there are statements that should not be thrown up to the air because people will turn the statement upside down. So based on that, I know his intention or what he meant was not to create issues or openly say that oppositions are the one, but you will not also run from the fact that the desperation and the manner in which some persons are going about the oppositionism, they can do anything just to criticize and crucify the government of today.
Thank you so much, Collins. Now let's get to hear from Honorable Austin Ogometiti. So you've heard Collins, you've heard his own opinion. He said some persons took the particular comment credited to the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, out of context. Now, what do you feel about this, Honorable Austin?
Thank you very much, Amasha. Once again, before I progress, I want to quickly appreciate my brother. Collins has been a while. Amadi has been a strong time political associate. Yeah, I want to really take it from where my brother, my friend stopped. That the statement from the Senate president, somebody of that caliber, occupying such an exotic office, to make such a statement, like he rightly said, is unguided. Nigeria right now is very dicey, and I think anybody holding a political office in that manner should be very careful with kind of statement they release to the public. As a matter of fact, when it comes to insecurity in Nigeria, I think it is so to which is their call mandate to secure the lives and property of a nation, of our dear nation, like the nation like Nigeria. So I think for somebody like Akpabio to make such a statement is very, very guided. And looking at the volatile standard of the country right now, I think one have to be very, very careful. For us, or for me, the government of the day should take responsibility of every actions or everything that goes on in Nigeria, because it's their mandate to secure the country. I think I will leave it at that point for now. Can you hear me, Masha?
Hear you loud and clear. I can hear you loud and clear. Now, let me go to Collins. Collins, some are saying that the comment really is not to have been made by the Senate president because he is the one leading the legislative arm of government. And with that comment made by the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, that means is in tandem with this administration. Some are now deducing that maybe the reason why we are going through what we are going through as a country, no effective opposition, no effective checks and balance in terms of government, is because of the romance between the legislative arm and, of course, the executive arm of government. With this particular comment, what can you make out of it?
Of course, Senator Godswill Akpabio is the Senate President of the Federal Republic. And he has indeed collaborated with the executive very well in a harmonious way in order for governance to be delivered to the people. And that is what should be expected. It's not important that all arms of government must be at work before you know that they are delivering. The legislature does not need to fight the executive in order for them to get the applause. When Saraki was Senate President, or when Chuba Okadigbo was Senate President, that he had to fight Obasanjo at all times, create unnecessary unrest. No. If the executive can well collaborate with the executive, with the legislature, who indeed are to help pass budget and also do oversight to making sure budget pass are being implemented. If this is well done, then we should applaud them, because we don't need to fight in the inside and also have the strength to fight external aggression. The president was chairman ECOWAS, and there was no good relationship with the legislature here. I am sure within the period he was ECOWAS president, he wouldn't have performed. So people should not always believe that good governance will come as a result when different arms of government are fighting, or when different tiers of government are fighting. Because we had a time where evil governors were fighting the presidency, and local government chairmen were carrying presidency to court on either allocation, formulation, and distribution, or how the internally generated revenue were being managed, where you saw that many governors during the Mamechi and their likes had to also take the presidency to court. Now you have a system where the president is open, working cordially with all the governors, to the extent that even opposition governors were romancing and said they have never seen this kind of a president before. They have never seen this kind of a center before. Who will not look to which party did you come from to give you what you merit, or what you so desire, or what to show an assistance to your state when there are emergency, or when it be. Like what we used to see in the time of old. If you are not a member of a particular party at the center, they can even seize your allocation for 4 months, just using different formula to hold it back, and make sure your people cry that you cannot pay salary. But that we have never seen since the administration of this very collaborative government. So Nigerians should not believe that for the fact that the Senate president, we have to applaud the president on critical area that he has performed, makes them a puppet. Because people are fond of doing that. When you are married to your wife, you assist your wife in doing some domestic job, they call you a woman rapper. But when you and your wife is always fighting, they will also stand and start to mock you people and say a house divided against itself cannot stand. So for a patriotic Nigerian, you should not wish that we should have a government that will fight itself, and when external aggression comes, we cannot stand. The same collaboration we have been having with Edo State, where His Excellency, my principal, have worked closely even with legislators. Them have not returned or decamped to APC. That from the very onset, the very first day he had the opportunity of becoming the governor of Edo State, he did not insist that the speaker would be impeached. He did not insist that principal officers must be changed. It was only when some who refused, or later when there was reshuffling in the cabinet, that they had to now, because the then majority leader was now in a minority party. It is just by law and by principle and the ethics of the house that there was now a swap, that the former minority now became a majority. Former majority now became minority. That is collaboration. And all the time, you are seeing how the governor have also been performing, because there have been cordial relationship between the executive and the legislature. That is what we want. That is why you can see today we say Edo is shining. Edo cannot shine when there is an unrest. Edo cannot shine when nothing is going on, when it comes to peace and harmony. First way a government can always deliver is when it's a harmony. You can see what happened in Rivers State at the time, where the chamber House of Assembly was being locked up, the complex was burned down, the speaker will run here, the governor will run this way. And at the end of the day, Rivers people were crying that they were at the end state. Is that what the people want for Nigeria? That the legislature and the executive to be fighting and everybody will be running up and down? No, certainly no, because the president is a very calculating, diplomatic, and expert in political dispensation. And that is why you can see the way he's dispatching politics, the way he's dispatching governance. There is harmony, there is peace, everybody is happy. So we want Nigeria to be, so that we can continue to move forward. Nigeria will be shining just the way Edo is shining.
All right. Well, let me go to Honorable Austin Ogometiti. Now, let's take a look at the security situation. Some pundits have the opinion that what happened towards the 2015 general elections, that's what is happening right now. Like what David Mark said, he said the killings, the act of terrorism is geared towards 2027 election to discredit this current administration. I keep saying David Mark, Godswill Akpabio, to discredit this current administration. That was really happened to President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. The opposition made it so much on government for him because of security situation, to the extent that President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, then president, had to throw in the towel when he was told that he wasn't the winner of the election. Do you see the same game plan being orchestrated by the opposition to the ruling party, which is the APC? And that is the reason why, just maybe perhaps the reason why Godswill Akpabio is crying foul already.
I thank you very much, Amasha, once again. I totally disagree with Akpabio, like I rightly said. There are statements and exotic personality like that don't make. If you take a critical history at the Nigeria politics right from the beginning, the way it has been, for us, the government of the day is supposed to be in charge of everything that happened in nature, because the bulb stopped at its table. The insecurity of this magnitude is bedeviling a nation. I think it is the responsibility of the president to take charge or to be on top of this situation. But in this case, the other way is the situation. For us, it's an art of incompetency. It's an art of lack of responsibility for him. And for me, I want to say at this point, I disagree with my brother Ahmadin Collins. I think if you look at the so many things that is unfolding right now, the president is no longer fit to preside over the affairs of the nation, because like in 2015, like Radley mentioned, the things that happened there was as a result, like the opposition stated, or they claim they made that it was as a result of inability for the president to drive the nation to success. So in the case of President Tinubu Ahmed, I think he has lost it. There's no capacity anymore. There's no competency. I think he has lost the vision. For me, if he's senior enough, he should have just resigned and let the next person take over the country and secure the country. Thank you very much, Amasha.
Now let me go back again to Collins. Collins, you heard what he said. He said Mr. President has failed Nigerians when you talk about security situation, and what Godswill Akpabio, the Senate President, is saying right now is not true. It's not because of opposition. It's because of the incompetence, so to speak, of Mr. President to handle the situation. Take it up from there.
I will disagree with my very special brother on this. Yes, I understand where he's speaking from. Sometimes we can have such insinuation. It's normal. It's a democracy. But when you go in depthly, you will understand that Nigeria does not live isolated as a nation or as a state, as it were, in international relations. There are very many indices that you use to weigh a country. I can bet you there are even countries in Europe today. There are countries in Africa today, even in Asia continent, that to even have access to buying a fuel is a big problem. A liter. Now beyond that, their economy has completely been drawn up and caught up. But it's just because the world does not live in isolation. Nigeria does not live in isolation. There must be interrelation. Even the ECOWAS crisis that started, where overthrowing and imbalancing adequacy in those countries also affected Nigeria as a country. There must be an interrelation, whether economically or security-wise. So Nigeria, if not for the fact that the president is the president of the Federal Republic of today, I bet you what you would have experienced, what we would have been seeing, would have been 100% worse than what we assume today. Like government have never put food in anybody's table before. Most times I like to ask our people, yes, infrastructures have not really been there, but you can go around states in this country today, up to local government administrators, even in this hardship that the world is facing itself, there are infrastructures going on. People, even when Nigerian system and the world system was even a little bit okay, governors and local government can't even pay salaries. When economy were effective, they can't even pay salaries, not to talk of building a system that will run. Go to the IMF present rating and assess the way Nigeria economy have been rated. One of the best fast growing in the world, first 7 in the world. And they have also projected that in no distant time, Nigeria will be tall in the fast-growing economy. Now, you don't just go economy or you don't assess economy based on the fact that you see them, your house food comes to you and you eat. Yes, we agree things are quite expensive, but that was why the president said when he came, there have been nothing on ground. And do you know most times, at the point you are building a house, at a foundation stage, even when it gets to window level, you still don't know you are building a house. You start knowing that you are really building a house when you begin to roof. The beauty begins to come out. So we must understand that there must be trust. We must sometimes trust our leader. We must ask dictate questions. We must ask how far, where were we? Now when we talk about security, about 44 local government was in complete head-on by insurgents, Boko Haram and their ISWA. They flew their flag. People paid taxes to them. But today, those things were demystified. Nigeria was withdrawn from them. Because they almost told Nigeria, when you go to the eastern part of this country, the unrest was enormous. People can't even go home because some people have taken government to themselves. All these things are not rocket science. All these things were taking time to work upon. Government can't do magic, no matter how you are looking at it. No matter how people are telling you, I want to do 4 years. If I get 4 years, I will make Nigeria Eldorado. Ask them, how are they going to do? Are they going to continue to subsidize basic things that no country subsidize anymore? Now let them ask in America, let them ask in UK, how much was a cup of Milo 3 years ago, 2 years ago? How much is a cup of Milo now? Let them begin to weigh from there. Now, even when you talk about the welfare packages that used to run in all these countries, ask them, is it still there? If those things are still available to be there, why will America continue to withdraw itself from areas where they have been showing humanitarian concern? Every country is struggling to survive. These are some of the things that even God himself has said, that when it is time for him to come, there will be a lot of issues. Issues will happen. Hunger will come. Hunger, probably end time is getting closer. That is why our people must learn to get closer to God every day, because let us not bring theology into all of this. But sometimes there are things that happen that is beyond the human comprehension. Russia and Ukraine has been fighting an unending fight. Even when United Nations could not mediate, now the fight has snowballed into a stage that even basic things that countries used to access from these countries, they can't access it anymore. There are extremely scarcity. When there are scarcity, there will be hunger. And when the demands are high and the availability is not there, you should. I think these are basic economy. Now also you transfer it down to the issue of Palestine, U.S.-Israel war. Sorry, Iran, U.S. And Israel war, which has become the highest, almost reckoned even more than Second World War. Even though you agree that nations have not been directly involved, but indirectly, we are hearing, we are seeing what is happening. These are things that affect economy. You cannot access when the United Nations and the UNESCO then said many years ago, over 20 years ago, and set up targets for countries to develop and said Millennium Development Goal 2020. 2020 were deadlines that were given to many countries to develop, owing to benefit they were getting from both the United Nations and other agencies around the world, EU, especially African countries. But at this time, our leaders did not put these things into consideration. They didn't build lasting infrastructure. They did not put any mechanism on ground to sustain us in a situation where there is no sustainability. When the storm comes, what magic are you expecting? What do you want to happen?
Thank you. Thank you, Collins. Thank you, Collins. Thank you so much. I will come back to both of you immediately after this break. If you just joined us, this is 60 Minutes Nigeria. Don't go away.
ITV, certainly the best.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is 60 Minutes Nigeria, reaching you live from Benin City, Edo State, South Nigeria. If you take a look at the current security situation, you get to realize one thing. It's like these terrorists, they are getting bolder. They are beginning to make more statements that is making Nigerians in the hinterland, in rural areas, in the northern part of the country, most especially uneasy. You get to see terrorists demanding for 700 cows, tubers of yams, you just name it, or telling residents of villages in the outskirts of a particular town or city to start paying taxes to them. And I want to throw this question right now at you, Honorable Austin. Now, with all these things happening, some of the opinion that this has been on, and is not the fault of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that is doing his best to make sure that the country is safe. Even when we realize somehow that the terrorists are getting bolder, They are saying, give Mr. President enough time. After all, some persons are pulling the string that is making this thing difficult for the Nigerian government to curtail. Take it up from there.
Thank you very much, Amasha. People said that they should be put in the round hole. Security issue in our nation is very, very serious. It's not a mere thing. Where does it really start from? Mr. President is agitating for another 4 years. In the last 4 years, what has he done to curb the insecurity in our nation? For me, I think if you look at it critically, the security agencies, they have been underfunded. Even when you hear that billions and billions and billions of naira have been released to them, does it really get to them? Do they really get hold of the fund and make use of it to get the necessary amenities or weapons that they need to secure the nation? The answer is no. And that was why I stated earlier on, he has lacked capacity to do the job in his desk. As a matter of fact, this thing has been on for years, and he came to apply for this job, telling the Nigerians that he can secure them, he can give them light. After 4 years, if there's no light, they should not be voted for. In any of these that he stated in the last 4 years, which one has been executed? The answer is no. For a nation like Nigeria, for terrorists to get hold of a community and put up their flag and demand that such community to be paying tax to them is an aberration. That showed lack of capacity. That showed lack of commitment to a job that you swore to, that you want to take. For me, I think it's a no-no. It's a no-no in terms of this insecurity of our nation. It's a no-no. And I want to also say at this point in time, when a president of a nation, he's not true to time, he's not committed, he's not serious about his job, this is what you see. This is what you see. The issue of insecurity in Nigeria is a thing that one must take very, 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 very serious. So I disagree for those agitating for another 4 years. I disagree for those say we should give him more time. With the time that he has gotten so, what has he done with it? Just few days ago, a few weeks ago, some persons were kidnapped from was it Plateau State or Borno? Had they been released? The answer is no. What statement has he made to that effect? The answer is no. He hasn't said anything to that effect. So can we give such an individual a second chance to lead us again? Where is he leading us to? So I disagree, and I request at this point in time that Nigeria should think twice. And they are doing this to destabilize the democratic standard of our nation. They are doing that for it. So I want to state at this point in time that the president should take responsibility of whatever that is going on in Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, I'll definitely come back to Honorable Austin. Well, Collins, Conrad, you heard what he said. He said the money earmarked for security doesn't get down to the people vis-a-vis these humongous sum of money which he alleged that they don't give to the people, according to reports, according to the opposition and some Nigerians out of the opinion that, look, this might just be true. So, Collins, I need you right now to react to his opinion in terms of the money allocated for security votes, security challenges, to purchase weapons and all that. The money being earmarked for this, like what Honorable Austin said, does it really get down to these people, to the soldiers, to the armed forces?
Yes, I think, thank you very much. That question or that assertion he may be true, may not be true, because we will need the armed forces to brief us on that. Or we will need our representative at the Senate probably to brief us. If truly through their various committees, what are the Minister for Defense saying? Or the Minister for Police Affairs? Are they telling us? Those are people we should ask questions. But have the army or the military authority, have they told us that what they have been projected for, what they have told them, did not get to them? So So that's only assumption. We are only assuming. And when it comes to governance, we must not assume. We must do our findings and be very sure before we say so. And he actually also said, no, the president must not come back. Then who is the alternative to President Bola Ahmed Asiwaju? Then you will tell us, you will give us a recommendation that this is the person you fit, that is democratic enough, that is expatriate enough, that can take his place. Because it is not just to say, it is to act. People will just come, everybody wants to be president, everybody wants to be governor, but do they have the capacity? Everybody wants to be an aide. Do you have what it takes? Can you deliver? Can you stand firm? Can you do the needful? That is another question to be asked. Yes, we agree there have been lacuna, there have been issues. From the days of Jonathan, for example, or even the days of Obasanjo, there have always been issue of funding of our military personnel. It didn't just start today, or the story did not just start today. To the extent that the former president had to carry physical cash in dollars into a private jet of a friend and said he wants to go and buy arms in South Africa. And nobody talked about other, because those things came as a result of the high insecurity that have engulfed this country as at that time, where they said the US have refused, to allow them buy weapons. Then they needed weapons at all costs, that they have to be carrying physical cash into different private jets, which at the end of the day was seized. And those money never returned back to Nigeria. And the South African government said never. They want to use that money to empower their own economy because it was against international monetary rules. And that reason is a criminal act. Now, nobody is talking about it, but all they now say that insecurity is security. Have we forgotten that there were insecurity before this party came on board? Have we forgot what happened while you sent Jonathan and his cronies away? Have we forgotten so soon? We must be students of history. Have we forgotten how people were crying that Boko Haram was already
But Collins, some are saying that it's worse off right now. That's a complaint. That it's like day in, day out. We have one or two security situations that makes Nigerians scared and worried.
It cannot be worse off except we try to prepare and propel an unnecessary propaganda, because we were all here. We were all here that almost every state in the north ran away and came to the south. You cannot say, even in the west, you saw the way the insecurity were every day as at that time. Well, let's be factual. Let's be truthful to ourselves. For the fact that you hate somebody's race or you didn't vote for the person doesn't mean we will say what we're never there. Insecurity completely tied off Nigeria. That America said they wanted to come in, and they were telling the then president that if you allow America to come and assist you, then they are going to take over the country. And Jonathan refused to allow them to come. And at the end of the day, you now also have a government that opened his arms for different dialogue and different help to come in to make sure nothing like that continue. And you still say the government is bad, while some other locked it up, did not allow assistance to come. Then another person have allowed assistance to come. And you tell me that there have been both ground and air bombing of this insurgent that even a few days ago, some bombing that took place to fighting where they were gathering in a particular market. The factional people in the particular party turned into ordinary people were also part of the people that were bombed. Is that not the issue? Was that not the story? And they are saying it just to prove an unnecessary point. Where there were no assistance, where there was no function, where there was no action, we complain. Now that there are action, capacity is being put to bear, we are also complaining. What do they want him to do? It's a simple question. What do they want him to do?
I will come back to you.
I
will come back to you, Collins. Collins, I like your passion. Maybe people are saying that, or not people are saying that. It's because some are saying you've been given an appointment. That's the reason why you're all blazing and shouting to the high heavens that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the best for Nigeria right now. I wouldn't want to get personal, but definitely I will come back to you to react to this. Let's move on to Canada, where Honorable Austin is standing by. Honorable Austin, you heard what Collins said. He said the security situation has been this way and it's not worse off. What do they want Mr. President to do? Quoting Collins.
Thank you very much, Amasha. Collins is not just being sincere to himself. It's not just being sincere. The truth is, because any of his family has not been kidnapped, because any of his family members have not been involved in this terrorists are be kidnapped by the terrorists. That's why he's talking like this. You cannot play politics with the life of people. As a matter of fact, no one can create life. So when it comes to securing people's life, one have to take it very serious. You can't play politics with it. A nation. I'm coming, sir. A nation where government is negotiation with terrorists, is that government serious? Is that government, is it a serious government where they negotiate with terrorists, and tomorrow there's another kidnapping somewhere, and they want to say, okay, they want to negotiate, and how much they pay, the kind of ransom they pay to release the one that was kidnapped yesterday, the information will not be given to the nation. Is that a Senate government? And my brother is here shouting to high heaven that what do they want the government to do? When you fail in your responsibility, or the best thing for you to do as a Senate government, as a government who is responsible, is to quit the business. You are hired to do a job and you cannot deliver. So why are you there? And life are going. I come across a video yesterday when the 25 girls that was kidnapped were being slaughtered like a chicken. Can anybody create life? We shouldn't be playing politics with the life of a nation. These are life involved here. So I'm not repeating my brother. So the thing is, the security is higher now than before. And the way to curb it is for the president to call it, to rebuild or reaffirm the security architecture and give them an ultimatum, a marching order to do their job the way it ought to be and secure the nation. That is it, Obasha. Thank you very much.
Well, it's getting heated here right now. Though they're not in the studio, they're joining me eventually. You get to hear the four, and of course, against giving serious a point of why their own point supersedes, maybe the other. Some are saying is what's of this time. Others are saying no, it has always been there. Anyway, we want to go for a break. When we return, we'll be asking Colin some other follow-up questions. Don't go away. Thank you so much for staying tuned. If you just joined us, this is 60 Minutes Nigeria. Well, we're coming to you now, Colin, still on the security situation from what Honorable Austin said. He said you are playing politics with security and nobody should do that. He maintains that it is worse off. And you opine that, God forbid, okay, maybe, just maybe, because one of your relatives have not been kidnapped. That's the reason why you are still shouting to the high heavens that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the right man to secure Nigerians against the opinions of so many Nigerians. Please take it up from there.
First, these are the blackmailing statements most times that are not supposed to be, especially for professionals or people who are exposed. He ran to Canada and he's living in Canada. He's not here. So his own is men say, them say. Ask him to quote areas and where some of these things he's propagating have happened. He had no information. He had no clue. Just because he probably has sympathy for his party, then he just uses that as an opportunity to...
Well, Collins, I wouldn't want us to go personal, get personal.
I know, I have to now. He also took time to say I was playing politics. How can I play politics with my people's life? What politics am I playing? I have been an advocate of the people all my life, and I remain so. Even if I'm the president or even a special advisor to the president, I will correct the president or advise the president when I need to.
Well, Collins, now the question was, are things worse off or is getting better? We're talking about security.
Now, we cannot encourage people to kidnap me or my family member. No, those are statements people shouldn't make on air. What is he trying to say when he said because I'm not enough? He shouldn't state that again. He's very wrong. Now, let's go to the point. The point is, things may not have 100% be correct. That was why I said, these are measures that the president has taken. Even when others couldn't allow external assistance to come in. He did that. This man had voted over the time resources to procure equipment. Both air and ground actions have been ongoing and is still ongoing. Most of the IDPs that were displayed have all returned back. Majority are returning back to their base, to their homes. Don't they watch news? Or is only the television station that is condemning the government that they watches? Don't they watch other stations that balances news or that balances information? People should learn to be well equipped with information so that they
Hello, Collins, are you there? Okay, well, let's move straight down to Canada, where Honorable Austin is standing. But you heard the reactions of Collins, and you know he's not really happy with your comments on him playing politics with the security of lives and property of Nigerians. And he said he shouldn't mention to the public that it's because he has not been kidnapped, that has been an advocate for the people. Now, talking about security situation, what do you think Mr. President should do differently outside of him resigning, just like you opined?
Okay, thank you very much, Amasha. Quickly want to make a quick correction on my brother's submission. I never wish he should be kidnapped. Anyways, just a throw off. And again, he also said, around to Canada, I've not been. I'm here, but I'm always at home. That is the point. So I have every information at my disposal. So coming back to the insecurity, I think there's technology today helping everybody in the world to access or do whatever he want to do. If since the security issue has been worsening, is in my opinion that the government of the day should put more consistency or look into deploying technology to track this menace that has bedeviled our nation. I think in that direction, it will help to curb this insecurity in Nigeria. And more also, it's not enough to also deploy. It's enough to also do a follow-up. You could deploy technology, and when there is no follow-up, there is no actions taken to do the needful. You may not also get the desired result that you want. So I want to sincerely, as a matter of fact, because it's something that is very, very critical at this point, because like I said, no one can actually create life. There's nobody on earth that can create one. So we must take it as the first on our agenda to carry out, and the president must do the needful at this point in time. Thank you very much.
You heard him. You've heard him, Collins, tendered an apology, and of course, he also said that though he's in Canada, he's always at home getting information here, and they even made suggestions on how the security of lives and property should be carried out with the use of technology. Now, Collins, if you take a look at the situation right now, whether I want to believe it or not, Nigerians, many of them are not really happy about the situation. What do you think Mr. President should do differently to make Nigerians happy, at least to get a sigh of relief that, yes, our president is really, really marching words with action by saving, protecting lives and properties? Collins, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
So please respond to that question.
Oh, my brother from Canada, apology accepted. I also apologize if I have hurt you by my way of statement. But just to say that, yes, the world in general are not happy. But there are issues that are beyond the ordinary masses. There are issues that are beyond just one government. American citizens are not happy. People go to court. On their way, people are being shot. Even security personnel, they kill citizens. Yes, Nigeria have never had institutions that are functional. That is why we said, because of the inadequacies that have been there over the time, it is not a rocket science. I will build Nigeria doesn't mean I am going to do it, paint it the way others are painting it. I want to help you build institutions. And that was why I made reference to when you are building your house. At the level of foundation, it gets to window level, you don't get the best filler. But it gets to a certain stage, you begin to be happy. So in as much as we are happy, he also talked about technology. Yes, it is good. Probably that was why you saw that the president opened arms. He just went to France about a week plus ago and signed a new memorandum of understanding with the French security personnel on training, both on hardware and some other areas for the security personnel. These are measures. These are if it doesn't want to end all this insecurity fallout, will it be doing all of that? It doesn't want to go back through because of insecurity. Do you know that even most of our locals are the one perpetrating all of these things just to make money? Now, but can you put police in every home? Have you not heard when somebody has kidnapped his own mother, arranged it with his own father, just to raise money from their sister abroad? Did we not see Festus Salege and some crime watch programs that have told us, and these people confess to it? So at that point, what government can really do? But they were still caught because government intelligence still went at work to find out. Communities are now involved in self-kidnapping of their own children in numbers. And at the end of the day, after getting ransom, they share among themselves.
Thank you, Collins.
All these are things that are taking time to unravel.
Thank you.
I know by the grace of God, go through over these phases of challenges.
Thank you.
And we'll come out stronger as a nation, and it will be better for us.
Thank you so much, Collins. That's your last line on this discussion. Honorable, quickly, in 30 seconds, what advice do you have for Mr. President and Nigerians watching this show? Briefly.
My advice to the government of the day is to take charge of what is happening in Nigeria and take responsibility of whatever is going on, and do the needful and make sure Nigeria is secured. Thank you very much.
So much, Honorable. Thank you so much, Collins. I appreciate both of you. Well, you've heard the comments credited to the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, about opposition. Collins said it was misconstrued, that it might be correct or it might not be correct, but when important to talk about the solution that we're facing right now, even as a nation. Honorable Ogumetiti said, look, the presidency, the ruling party must take charge. After all, promises were made that they will guide, they will protect, they will secure Nigeria and Nigerians. What in the world is happening? I'll leave you with that question. We'll do it again next week, Thursday, God willing. Bye for now.
This is ITV.
Certainly the best.